Welcome. Today is Sunday, January 11th, 9:05 p.m. Eastern, episode 214 of the Sundering. All right, folks, for those of you who are watching the video feed, you will notice that we are missing both the lovely Zia and the apathetic Ray. And I am joined instead by Will from Bit of Geek and Nerdery. But have no fear, we have a show. Even though it came together in the last 30 minutes, we have a show. So what do we got on deck for you? Well, don't you worry, I got bacon news for you guys, and it is amazing. And, of course, standard FOFFs and props. We have a small update from Consumer Electronics Show, CES, for those of you who love acronyms. And, of course, we have the Warcraft news. I got just a tip for you guys, for me, just for a moment, just to see how it feels. And so welcome to the Sundering. Tonight we celebrate the unique gathering of witch covens and slip-and-slides.
The Sundering is an explicit podcast which may not be suitable for children, people with delicate sensibilities, animals under 10 pounds, certain towns in Idaho, citizens of Liechtenstein, members of the clergy, fans of the show Cop Rock, and vegans.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Well, let's start the insanity.
This is the Sundering Podcast with your host, Ceraphus.
Self-replicating bacon. I don't like that chick's cutting my hair because we wouldn't want it to get weird or anything.
Rapist.
He adds to the show and everyone gets upset. This is great. I know they say this, but I don't care.
And Zia.
Heisler, you're so full of hate. I'm not sure what a podcast is. Slavery is different than a fish.
Alright, so everyone cancel all my meetings. Someone on the internet is wrong. I'm Ceraphus. And he's not here, but the pizza emergency was real tonight. It was real. That was Rafus, who is not here with us tonight. And she's drunk and hugging a toilet. And that's no way to go through life. It's Zia, who is also, as you can see, if you're watching the video, not here. But who is here is someone who... there is a very nice picture of me and him on the internet of us about to kiss with a lovely backdrop of bacon. It was a magical moment, and for those of you in the chat room, we're going to show it to you right now, just in case. There it is. There's the lovely bacon and everything that's happening. All right, so Will from a Bit of Geek and Nerdery, Deep20Crit.com. He is saving my bacon and the show's bacon by being here with us tonight. Because I was ready to cancel the show. Because no one wants to just see me on video for an hour babbling incoherently. Because that's just silly. So there you go. So Will, welcome.
Hello. Good to be here. It failed, by the way. I attempted and it failed. So I tried to... Yeah, it failed big time. I was talking before the show. I was going to make a coffee with a lot of alcohol, and I was going to float the cream on top. It required skill.
You need to use a spoon.
I did. I used a spoon, but there's a bit too much curve on the spoon, and that's the problem. I'm trying to dip it. As I was saying to you, this is the wrong cup because by the time you sort of dip it in, it's in a little bit too far, if you know what I mean. And at that point, the cream's everywhere.
That's why you do just the tip.
Just
for a moment.
That'd have been a great segue.
Just for a moment.
There you go.
All right. So who is joining us in the chat room tonight? We got Adams. Will, you were forced to be here. Darradin, Fakapog, Bimini, Toasty Post Can, Left Hit Maslow, Chef Fulgen, Homebrewed, Broomfondle, Every Class, and Joe, aka Wild Martian. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I've had actually a few folks message me saying I'm running late because I'm raiding at the moment, but I will be there. I was like, all right, I'm not gonna pause the show because we actually started semi on time tonight. So there's that. So thank you guys for showing up and enjoying us. I am enjoying my whiskey. I got some. I don't know which one I got. I'm trying to remember which one I got. Basil Hayden's tonight. That's what I got tonight.
What glass is that? It's got some writing on there.
This was my grandfather's that he got. It's from a place that he went to called Tony's on the Pier. It's in Ronaldo Beach, California. I never met him, but because he passed away before I was born.
But now you're with him in spirit?
But yes, so my mother said that he probably would have wanted me to have his glass collection. So there's a few. He's got some low-ball glasses, too, that I have, and so I inherited all this. He also had this really nice Playboy carafe. Had the little Playboy symbol on there. So I got that, too. That's
awesome. There you go. Well,
all right.
Oh, that is a thing.
All right, real quick, admin, ads, Amazon Newegg, Jinx, and Groupon, if you're feeling saucy and you're going to buy something, because yay, capitalism. Just click through our site first, and then add it to your cart and check out. No cost to you, just helps us. And we're just stealing from the man. And who doesn't like to steal from people who think they're better than you?
Exactly.
And it's legal. That's the best part. It's all legal. It shouldn't be, but it is. And of course, iTunes and Stitcher, rate us 5 stars. If you listen to us on Stitcher, as to your favorites, and on both, drop us a review. We love reading that shit. Other than that, if you were looking for a guild, I'm going to pimp Phalanx and Nod on my guild. We're actually looking for DPS. Amazingly enough, we have healers and tanks, and we actually need DPS.
What guild needs DPS?
I know. We actually need ranged DPS, and the crazy thing is, we actually need hunters.
What?
I know.
Yeah, someone's been drinking.
We need hunters and mages. I don't know how this happened, but yeah, if you're, I know.
Nuts. No, crazy. Maybe I should bring over a hunter.
All right, so before we get into our week, let me and before I ask you, Will, what you're doing, because there's people in the chat room who want to know where Ray and Z are. So first off, Ray is working late for pizza emergencies because of the playoffs, so they're kind of on. A lot of their pizzas are backing up, and so they're backed up. They're backed up.
No one likes backed up pizzas.
And Ray has to deliver them. And I'm sure he'll complain about that when he comes back. So, Zia, on the other hand, is ill. Like, hugging the toilet, face in the toilet. She had a rough night. She has been up since 1 a.m., puking in a toilet. She was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it together. And so I said, well, I will try and find a co-host tonight, or I'll just cancel it. So literally 30 minutes before, I got confirmation from Will saying that, he can help out. So this kind of came together in the last 30 minutes. So that's awesome. And it's kind of exciting because the last time Will and I just got to talk one-on-one on a show was on, I forgot what episode of A Bit of Geek and Nerdy. It was like maybe in the 40s, 30s?
It was back then. Yeah, it was around 30s.
But yeah, we chatted for a long time on like everything. Comics, movie, it was great. It was fantastic. And I hope that we don't go into huge long tangents again. But yes, so Zia is, as she put it, booting all over the place. So I can only imagine. So I'm just thinking projectile vomit all over like a bathroom, like all over. I'm using hand gestures for those of you who are downloading this. Like just picture someone just like picture one of those sprinklers that just goes tick 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 tick. That's what I imagine when she said she was booting all over the place.
BOOTING.
Yes, have you? So, okay, for those of you who've never heard the term booting, I actually learned the term booting when I went to college, and people started throwing up after parties. They're like, oh, they're booting. I'm like, oh, it's just kind of like a nicer way of saying throwing up.
I guess.
Yeah, booting. They're booting.
Booting.
It's fantastic. So while Zia is puking up cheese curds and sausages, and Ray is delivering said cheese curds and sausages on a pie to people, I am doing a show with Will. So that hopefully explains everything in a very succinct little package for you. So with that, Will, How has your week been?
Mine's been really good. I actually have played probably a little bit less WoW than usual. I usually can find me even during my work day, sort of sitting in my garrison on my second screen.
People work from home. I swear to God.
I tell you, right? Terrible.
Like the worst.
But no, I've been enjoying the PS4. I actually started to play some Diablo 3 on the PS4 and realized it's so nice actually sitting in the comfort of a couch playing Diablo, and so I've been into that and doing some Wii.
I've always been tempted to pick it up, but then I'm like, but I own it already on the PC. It's like so weird.
I know, and I ummed and ahed about it for the longest time. So sort of, I mean, obviously it's been out for a couple of months, and now I'm just gonna. But it's just really enjoyable, and it's smooth, and it just feels right. So I did that, and played some Wii U with the kids, some Hyrule Warriors, and some Mario Kart. And
Wii U, huh?
Yeah, Santa was good to them this year. It's good to his parents, to their parents, and so we enjoy it when they go off to bed, and then they wake up in the morning and they play it. No, it's good. So yeah, but it's been good. It's been busy. It's my first sort of real week of actually being conscious. Sort of December, I lost about 3 weeks of December from having mono of all things. And
I thought I had mono for a whole year once, but turned out I was just really bored.
Here's a fun fact. There we go. I was waiting for that. Here's a fun fact. You mentioned when you were last on our show. This will shock everybody who's listening to this show. You never once mentioned bacon the whole time you talked on our show. Not once did you mention bacon.
Well, it didn't really come up in conversation.
I thought you make it conversation. I'm pretty sure that you make it conversation. We might have like a 10-minute telephone or Skype call, and you make it conversation.
Well, I mean, I hear people will unfollow me, they'll mute me, they'll block me on Twitter because of my baconness. In fact, I had a vegan one time follow me on Twitter, and I didn't know they were vegan, and I was just in a very bacony mood, and they DM'd me and said, "We're unfollowing you because your bacon pictures and rants is absolutely ridiculous, and you're an idiot." And then they unfollowed me, so I couldn't respond back, and then they blocked me, and I was just like, "Well, fuck you too, then."
Yeah, there should be a rule. Like, if you unfollow or if you block, there's still you have like a 60-minute window of where the other person can at least communicate back.
Especially if you DM me, if you direct message me. I mean,
yeah, that's messed up.
Jackhole. Anyway.
But anyway, so that was my week, really, in terms of gaming, and everything else was working.
For me, it's been a lot of workout. I streamed Wednesday and Thursday night raids for my guild.
I watched
on
a
the
bit.
Sundering. Wednesday night we were just flying through, and then Thursday night we were working on Imperator, whatever his name is. I think we got him to 24% on our first night working on him, so feel pretty good about that. Feel good.
Is that normal or heroic?
That was on normal.
No, normal.
Yep. Yeah, we're 2 out of 7 heroic right now, and 6 out of 7 normal. So
nice.
And played some Disney Infinity with my daughter.
Yeah.
She really likes playing Elsa because Frozen, which really limits the whole Avengers playset thing. Though she does every now and then like playing as Black Widow.
Sweet.
So I mean that's good.
My daughter really likes Rocket Raccoon. Have you tried grabbing Rocket?
Rocket Raccoon is actually hidden in the mechanical room because my daughter's birthday is end of February.
Oh, there you go.
So she is going to get Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Baymax, and Hero from Big Hero 6.
Oh, Big Hero 6. Yeah, cool.
She loved Big Hero 6. So Baymax and Hero are gifts waiting in the wings for her. We didn't want to overwhelm her at Christmas, so we kind of stashed those away and said we'll give them to her at her birthday because it's just like 2 months away.
Yeah.
And it's really about it. Like, I've been meaning to log into PlayStation 4 to get into Destiny so I can get my Legendary, because that, apparently, everyone gets a free Legendary. Mm-hmm. So I've been wanting to do that. I haven't had time to, though, because I've been putting together an art easel for my daughter, so that was enjoyable.
I finally accepted your friend request.
Oh! I'm glad you did, because I was prepared to FOFF you later, but now I won't. So there you go.
Except on the fact it was on the very 1st of January, I'd like, what have I got any friend requests? Oh, yes.
I have. So, it kind of goes in the news, but I also played Oregon Trail.
Sorry, did you say Oregon or Oregon?
Oregon. As in the state.
As in the original one?
As in the original one.
Right. Okay.
And I'm just going to jump kind of into this, because a whole lot of games were made available on this website. And I need to find it. I probably have it saved. I do. I am going to put it in the chat room right now. It's archive.org/details/software library_MS-DOS_game/v2. Anyway, so I was playing Oregon Trail, and I was playing with my party. So I had I had Zia and Ray, and Will. I'd add you in there. I'd add Tristan. I had a whole bunch of different people in different games. But the constant was always that Ray was in a group with me. He was always in my party. And the constant thing is, Ray would constantly fucking die. I would put him as the first party member, the last one, the third one. It didn't matter. Like, literally, I hit start. Like, we just left Missouri. And it says, Ray has been bitten by a snake. And then immediately, usually there's like a little grace period where, you can rest and they can get back. No, it says, Ray's bitten by a snake. Ray dies. The first river I come to after leaving Missouri, it says, you have forded a river. Ray has drowned. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Ray died of dysentery. Ray died of chloria. Ray was attacked by a bear. I can't just... Ray constantly died. Like, literally, every game I played, Ray died. It was the one constant about all my games.
Something in there, man. There's something in there. I'm pretty sure the world came to a whole new halt this week when this website was announced, because it seems to have sort of hit social media this week, and I'm pretty sure is when people first discovered the Facebook, everything just went, which probably isn't great at the start of the year, but I've been lemminging it up with this stuff.
But yeah, after Oregon Trail, then I played Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, it's such a good game. Yes.
It was such a good game. And then I'm playing, I'm like, oh, this UI is terrible. And then, I keep catching all these criminals, and they're like, they got away because you didn't have a warrant. I'm like, how the fuck do I submit a warrant? This is ridiculous. And then, I realized then I have to click on the evidence tab. I have to enter all the details of the person. And I'm just like... And then when you submit for a warrant, then this warrant robot pops up would you like to submit a warrant? And it's like, I wouldn't be contacting you if I didn't. Good times, though. Good memories. Ray fucking died.
Good old Ray.
Yeah, Bimini says Ray went to Orgrimmar and got dysentery. Pretty much. Ray just got dysentery. So that was our weeks. So let's get into bacon news.
Bacon, 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 bacon.
All right, so for bacon news, it's going to be a little football related because we had the playoffs going. Well, the Packers unveiled a 3.5-pound burger featuring ground bacon for the game that was played today, and it just looks glorious. I mean, for everything. I mean, it's like venison and bacon, and more bacon and cheese. It looks phenomenal.
Go Packers!
I actually kind of want to see the Packers beat. I do want the Packers to beat the Seahawks. I'm going to throw that out there because I don't like the Seahawks. So really, the Cowboys could have won, and I hate the Cowboys, and I still would have wanted them to beat the Seahawks. Just because I'm a 49er fan, where it's an obligation to hate the Seahawks.
So you guys aren't in it now?
We were never in it. We never got to the playoffs.
Okay.
It was a bad year. Thanks, Will. Let's just put the salt down. My wound is still open. But yes, so the Packers, known for cheese and meat, created a 3.5-pound burger, and this is why I love them right now. I'm not typically a Packer fan, but I will be for the rest of the season because of this burger. My alliances can be bought with bacon pretty easily, and they have done it. So kudos to the Packers.
$20 though.
I think it's a small price to pay, Will.
You think it's worthwhile?
It's 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, that's true.
You go get like a 1/4-pound burger, and that's like $5.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So I mean, you get like a full pound burger, all of a sudden there you're paying $20. So this is like a deal. And let's be honest, you go to a stadium to order food. You know, you can get a hot dog and a soda. That right there is like $30. This is a bargain. This is a bargain. Good on Green Bay. Good on the Packers. A lot of deer, though, died to make these burgers. So it's one of two things. Either A, they're just like, we need to do something really crazy and outlandish. Let's mix venison with bacon. Or they just said, wow, there's a lot of venison that's about to go bad in this state, and we need to get rid of it fast.
I think it might be the latter.
Either way, it seems good. Venison's usually typically lean, so you mix it with some bacon. The fat will balance it out. It seems like a win-win. Win-win. And I am a Packers fan for the rest of the playoffs. So,
will you be supporting them into the Super Bowl?
Yes, of course.
So the playoffs into like Green Bay all the way.
All the way. I'm rooting for them now.
That's good.
Because they gave me this 3.5-pound bacon burger.
Good on them.
So I mean, really, the Colts could have done the same thing. The Patriots, they're kind of hated in several circles, but I would have rooted for them had they done this. Now, you see, the Cowboys had... No, wait, no, sorry, that was the Texans. Never mind. The Texans had a bacon shake, but they weren't in the playoffs either.
But the Patriots, their burger would probably have like squirrel in or something. They've probably got like an abundance of squirrel in New England.
I feel like they have a lot of maple syrup up there.
Maple syrup. Well, I don't think that as being like like an overwhelming amount. Whereas we've got a lot of deer, over in Wisconsin. You'd think that you're not gonna have so many deer there. You probably just got a lot of squirrels, so they probably have to substitute venison for
a lot of squirrels in the New England area.
I feel like there should be. Because wasn't that
maybe they migrated because of your theories?
I thought this. I could be. This is the worst thing you could ever do is spout a theory on the internet without researching it, because like people could like Google this in about 30 seconds and find out. But I thought the reason why we have so many squirrels in England was because the grey squirrels in England, they came and got rid of our local population of red ones, was because some came over on the boat all those years ago. And they're the more dominant species of whatever, and killed them off. And so I figure now we are overrun with grey squirrels in the UK. In England, in New England, it would be just the same, surely. One would think. I don't.
Well, apparently, someone contacted the United States government because they wanted to know if there were more squirrels than humans in the United States. So... So this is what you get when you try and find out the squirrel population density. But apparently, it's just facts about the dangers of culling gray squirrels. Like, this is what I'm getting. We're the culling of squirrels. This is where we've gone. All right. Before it goes down a darker turn, let's get into some news.
Now and here's some bullshit that happened somewhere.
All right, so we're going to start off with CES, Consumer Electronics Show. Razer put out a little device called the Razer Forge TV. It's Android micro console. And the interesting thing here is that it's supposed to allow you to stream games from your computer to this console. and it's graphic card agnostic, whereas like Nvidia's streaming stuff, you had to have an Nvidia card, which would be fine for me because I have an Nvidia card, but for other people who want to use Radeon products or what have you, that would not be good. So
So it literally is. I can stream from my PC to my big screen TV.
Yes. And then now it's for $100, just the console itself, or $150 with a controller.
Right.
And then they have a special like living room like keyboard and mouse with the mouse is slightly magnetic, so it sticks to this keyboard type tray thing, which is kind of neat. But all in, like you're looking at like probably like $300-400 for the whole package here. So the question is $300-400 worth you streaming PC games from your computer to your big screen?
It's a good question. Probably for me, I wouldn't do it. And I'll tell you why. When I'm sitting at a PC playing a PC game, I don't want to sit on the comfort. We said at the beginning of the show how I've enjoyed playing Diablo in the comfort of the couch, but it's a different feel. It's a different mentality. I don't think I could actually play World of Warcraft from the comfort of the couch. I want to be up. I want to be alert. I want to be aware. Lord knows we need it in our raid team. We'll talk about it later in the FOFFs. But I really feel that you want to be kind of a little bit more aware, a little bit into it, you know. But my couch gaming is a little bit more sort of first-person cage game. It is. There's something about it. There's something a little bit more kick back, relaxed. You know, I'm gonna just gonna chill, and I don't think the two should ever meet. This is the thing. For me, not for you know me. I'm big for tech. This one isn't for me. I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
The problem is I only have so many ports on my TV.
How many do you have?
Well, let's see. I have one HDMI port for my cable. I got one HDMI port for my PS4, one for my Xbox One, one for my Xbox 360, one for... Wait, no, I took that away. So I think one for my Chromecast.
Okay. So yeah, you're a bit maxed out at 4 then. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I got my... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I'm done.
Well, you can always get like a box, like a switcher. So you plug in like several HDMIs and it goes into just the one socket, and then so when you turn on your PS4, it says activate this port through, and it does it all into one. You could get something like that, I suppose.
I mean, I could.
I have no idea how much. I mean, but I tell you what, if you go to Amazon and use your links to buy it, see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yeah. I'm not convinced that this would be something that I would go for. That also looks like a hell of a battery pack on that controller. Like, that looks kind of chunky back there.
Yeah, I will say, it reminds me of their Xbox controller, the Xbox 360 controller that they made. But it wasn't wireless, it was wired. So, I mean, I guess that's what that is. It's the chunk factor right there.
What I want to see, then, is the opposite of this. Streaming in the other way. I want to be able to see a device that allows me to stream from consoles to my laptop so I can put it up online, because I really don't like the PS4 streaming capability. I can't do anything with it. I can't throw up my logo, yada, yada, yada. The Wii U doesn't have one built in, and I haven't got around to the Xbox One to try that out yet, but I like to have like the XSplit running with all the. So what I would like is to see a way to stream, so I don't have to go and sort of get under the floorboards and run some cables through. That's what I would like to see. Be kind of the opposite.
Yeah, because you have to have like a video capture card that's like, attached to like your console, and then you have to have it. Then you have to have another cable route back to your. Yeah, it sounds like a mess.
It does.
It's a mess. It's a mess. I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't really like this. I don't I don't feel that this box is deserving. Like, if anything, I would take my Chromecast out of my TV and maybe replace it with a Roku box. Maybe.
If
I really, really wanted to do something, I would potentially take my cable and pass it through my Xbox One as an option, since it has that capability.
And you can control then, like, your cable, can't you?
Yeah, I haven't tried any of those features yet. I feel like I don't need it. But
you can always buy a new TV that's actually got the like inbuilt. So you don't have the Chromecast, but it's like it's all built. It's a smart TV that's got all of that.
You see, the thing is, I really like my Chromecast because it allows me to just put any browser tab that I want up on my TV. And it's great because it instantly can get YouTube up there. I can instantly get video through whatever means I want. European sites sometimes are very nice. I'm just gonna.
Those .ru ones.
No, the Swedish ones. The Swedish.
Oh,
ones.
okay, right.
So I mean, I don't feel like I need to get rid of my Chromecast or take a spot up. So I don't like. It's interesting, but I just don't.
There, Adam said the HDMI hub. That's what you call it with switching.
Yeah. See, the thing is, and the problem is, I don't feel like I want a Roku either because on my PS4 or Xbox One, it has the apps that I need to get to whatever things I want. So, like, if I want Amazon Instant Video or if I want Netflix or Hulu, like, it's just there. So why do I need a Roku downstairs? I have a Roku upstairs. But that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, it's interesting, but I agree with you. Something to be able to stream from my console back to my computer wirelessly would be nice.
Did anything else like your fancy out of CES, by the way?
Patent pending.
Did anything from CES actually, like, apart from this, did anything sort of flag on your radar this year? Because it really didn't for me this year.
Nothing really, other than I read an article about how they said how Americans are really dumb when they buy smartphones. Because when I was just reading this article, like how like Samsung and Apple were paying like $200-300 for phones, and there's these other like South Korean and Japanese phone makers that their phones are just as good, if not better, have better specs, and they sell for far cheaper over there. And they're like, we're going to start selling them over here because we think we can make better margins because you all have no idea what you want.
Right.
And I'm just like, fair enough.
That's a fair point. No, that's a fair point. Very fair point.
So that was really the only thing that's really stuck out for me. Apple wasn't there. Microsoft really didn't say. Like, there was leaked footage of their new browser for Windows 10, which, alright, whatever. Internet Explorer Next, which they don't want to call it Internet Explorer, they're calling it Spartan. Which is they're really going hog wild on the whole Halo thing. They got Cortana in their phones. They got Spartan as their web browser. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good stuff. It's all Halo. They should just name Windows 10 Halo.
That's right. They should.
At this point, we should just have a Halo interface. That's it. You want to use our operating system, you have to put on a Spartan helmet. It's kind of like virtual reality, but not quite, because you got like the whole visor thing there, and you're going to sound like an astronaut, but it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Just use our operating system. You'll like it, trust us. And I do. I'm not. Look, for all you people who are like, Microsoft makes a good. I do like Windows 8.1. I really do. I was a naysayer, and I'm actually really enjoying Windows 8.1.
I love it. I didn't know what everyone's complaining. This is the first time I've used a PC in 10 years. I went straight to 8.1 from Mac. I've been using Mac for 10 years. And to me, it was like, oh, this is great. Why is everyone hating on 8.1? This is fantastic. And so I never got to live through 7 or 8 to understand it. I don't know what all the crying was about. I love 8.1. Good on them.
Yes, and 8.1 runs all my games really great. And I will say this, that speaking of games, I apparently have to log back in to the chat channel because Twitch apparently has kicked me out. Because that's the thing. And yep, it's just not letting me log in. It's awesome. Fantastic fantastic application that they got running here. Good operation. All right, there we go. The anniversary event for Warcraft was extended because they accidentally ended it early. Which, by the time you're listening to this show, it's probably already ended again. Because I think it ends on Tuesday.
Yeah, it does, really.
So you, if you haven't been taking advantage of it, you may not be able to for much longer. But that's okay, I suppose.
But they ended it like a few hours early, then extended it by a week because of that. Did I understand that right?
Yeah, something like that. Like they ended it like on Monday, and people were like, "What the hell?"
If you're doing it this late in the game, then you're gonna just have to, like, particularly if you're doing like Salcior or the raid, you're gonna have to suffer through some really rough. Again, like I did the Molten Core raid, and we did it in like an hour and 20 minutes, and everyone was talking about 3 or 4 hours to go through Molten Core. I'm like, whoo, I'm glad I didn't do mine at, whenever they did theirs. So
see, I did Molten Core like at the very beginning when it was first released. So you had all the hardcore raiders who were just, it's like, I just want the 640
knock
helmet.
it out.
I want to get it out. So that's what I did. I mean, this was even before LFR was open. So I mean, this was like, let's get this done.
Yeah.
So mine, it took like about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Granted, we wiped about 3 times because no one realized that they needed to debuff crap, but that's another story. But I also finished the Terran Mill versus Salshore PvP thing as well.
Right.
Now, granted, I only did Molten Core once because I refused to go back in there for anything.
Same. And I had no luck getting the 2 sort of optional drops.
Yeah. So for those of you who are still running late, you should probably do that now or tomorrow or never again. Now, here's an item that I picked up on that's coming out end of 2015. So it's going to be a little bit of ways. I think it's like slated for November. But it's a history series of Warcraft. A Warcraft history series made by Dark Horse Comics. But it's a book series, and on Amazon, it says that it's coming out November 17th. And it's not like a comic. It's specifically history. It's supposed to chronicle the history, the legend, and everything of the Warcraft universe. So they're going to go all the way back. So it even says, before the Horde and the Alliance came to be, they are going to go back and they're going to tell you, this is like the definitive Warcraft history. So for all you lore fanatics, and I believe Maslu is in the chat room, this definitely appeals to you guys, and I am actually really interested in picking this up. Of course, now I have to wait until November. So thank you, Dark Horse, for revealing that you're doing this like 11 months ahead of time. So early FOFF to you.
But it's freaking Dark Horse. I mean, they're actually they're a good publisher. I'm really excited for that, and they currently do the current Tomb Raider, and Peter Lee is doing the artwork for a bunch of this, if not all of it. Which, if you just like Google image search Peter Lee art, you'll be like, God dang! I mean, his artwork is amazing. So when I saw this, there might have been a little squee of excitement that came out of my vocal box.
See, Bimini in the chat room says that I bet that's written with the movie and Draenor in mind, and you're probably right, because it's going to come out like 4 months before the movie comes out, thereabouts. So yeah, they're probably going to be gearing up for like a whole lot of stuff. You may actually see them redo Warcraft 1 at that point and re-release it just to get people's appetites wet for it, the movie. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of Warcraft themed. You know what I'm excited about with this movie? And this is going to sound really like cheesy and dorky, but the toys. I really want to see the toys. I'm
just hoping for a really, and I'm sure they will be, but I want it to be one of the better makers of toys to be releasing toys.
If Todd McFarlane toys, I really like McFarlane toys. If they did it, I believe, didn't they? I'm wondering if they used to do any toys by Blizzard. I don't think. Maybe they didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I don't think they did.
I know that they've done Halo, but either way, they've done phenomenal toys. McFarlane Toys does great. DC Comics, they did some really great toys for a while there. Whatever happened to those? It's just like they just stopped making the Warcraft
figures,
toys. Yeah,
the big figures. I mean, you can actually still get a whole bunch of them. I mean, I'm surrounded by a bunch of them up here, and I love the detail on their work.
I agree. I'm pointing up. Illidan's over there. I got the Lich King over in my media room staring me down. I mean, it's great. They're fantastic.
Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see more of those. The DC do a phenomenal job at their slightly larger miniatures. But McFarlane do good work. It's just got to be one of the better ones. And even though who was they Mega Blocks for a while. I'm like, you want Lego to pick you up. If you're going to out of the two, go the way of Lego, because it just Mega Blocks just didn't. I've got a bunch sitting around here, and it's over there, but Mega Block stuff. I'm like, it's just not the same.
Yeah, Mega Bloks also got Halo, so I'm wondering if it's like an Activision signed like a deal with like Mega Bloks and just like, hey, we can get you Halo and Blizzard.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was it.
Hopefully that one. Mega Bloks. Chief's like, Mega Bloks, lol. It's like, yeah, exactly. It just doesn't feel right. Like even the kids, you hand it to them, because we got a couple of the Lich King sets.
Yeah.
And the kids were like, ew, it's just like, doesn't feel the same to hold in your hand.
I will say my daughter is getting more and more excited about building stuff with Legos, so I am also getting really excited about that, because I'm just like, I can play with Legos again.
It's great until you have that 2 a.m. walking through just to get a glass of water or something, and you tread on that. There is no greater pain as an adult than stepping on a Lego piece at 2 a.m. that sort of got buried in the carpet or something.
I feel like as a kid I've stepped on Legos.
I'm pretty sure though as a kid though it doesn't hurt quite so much, because you're kind of like, damn it, I know where that piece was. I was missing that, right? So it's kind of like an immediate okay. But as an adult, at that point, you're not searching for that piece.
Fair
if you
point.
really are, yeah, it's.
But yes, the toys. So we see that there's like a history chronicle coming out, but then we may get toys. Fucking toys, people.
Yeah.
This is exciting. It's exciting. All right. And then the final little bit of news is 6.1 patch notes were released. I'm not going to cover everything because these will probably change 50 million times from Sunday. But the big things is Twitter integration is in. And I'm just going to lay this out for everybody. Is if you are a Twitter user who I follow, and you spam my feed with nothing but stupid achievements, I just won a battle pet, or I just won, or I like if you spam tweet everything you do in game, I'm unfollowing you, or I'm gonna mute you. Depends who you are. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm laying that down right now. If you abuse this system, I will. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to win a lottery, and I'm going to come find you. I'm going to come find you, and I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to show up on your doorstep like Ray Liotta and Goodfellas, and I'm going to pistol whip you. And I'm going to say, you know what you did. And then I'm just going to turn around and walk away. That's it. That's all you're going to get from me. And you're going to be left with, what the fuck? And it's like, yes. You figure it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is necessarily a great idea. Like I'm not on board with it spam tweeting stuff out. Like it's bad enough that you have to kind of play like grats to somebody where they ding, they ding level 20, grats. 10 minutes later they ding level 30, grats. It's like, to have that in my Twitter feed, I'm not sure.
Now, I will say it will be nice to be able to pick and choose, like, after my guild gets a guild first kill in a raid, and say, oh, guild first kill of Imperator, and I can tweet out a picture. Great. That's fantastic. But, like, I don't want Twitter to automatically go off every time, like, I get an achievement. Especially all the little garrison achievements where it's like you get one like after you complete like 10 like work orders. Is like no one needs that. Like, oh look, that guy just got 10 work orders. Oh, then there's another one, and then another one, and I'm muting my whole feed. Next thing you know, you're off Twitter.
The tweety screenshots though is kind of cool because it does mean that you don't have to like take a screenshot, try and find that in the folder, drag it across. Like that's kind of a neat little function there because sometimes I just want to.
I just don't want it to be automatic.
Yeah,
I
agree. It can't be
because and the reason being is when we take a guild screenshot is we do what we call the crazy picture where everyone starts doing something crazy. Where either they're dancing, or they're setting off a spell, or they're turning into Gammon, and then I'm like losing my mind because someone is now emoting as Gammon, and I'm just so sick of that. And anyway, so I'm hitting like print screen like 5-6 times, like rapid fire, because I want to make sure I get the best picture. I don't want that to automatically get sent out, and I want there to be a way for me to pick which picture I want to get tweeted out.
Now, when you talk about Gammon, they're not turning into like bacon, though. I mean, they're turning into.
No, Gammon. Like, there's a toy that you get from the inn.
I know. Gammon, bacon.
No, Gammon is a Tauren. He's beef. Beef is what's for dinner. Haven't you ever seen the Matthew McConaughey commercials with beef?
Yeah. No. Matthew McConaughey ones? Really?
Yeah, he's like, beef. What's for dinner?
I have not seen this.
They were on the radio, like, all over the place. It was just like, oh, dear God. Like, now that he does, and we're going off on a tangent, now that he does, like, the Lincoln commercials, and he's like, sometimes you gotta look forward to see where you've been. And I just start making up bullshit, and my wife is just like loses her mind. She's like, it's because of you why we can't watch live TV anymore. I'm like, sometimes you gotta look forward to look down your pants, and then you realize you sharded yourself. It's okay because I'm in a Lincoln, and it automatically wipes my ass for me. Love this car, and I liked this car before it was cool. So yeah. Anyway. So I hope that there's some options regarding the tweeting of said things from in-game, because it could be bad. Yeah, like talk about it, like I just equipped a tabard. Tweet. There is an achievement for equipping a tabard. It's called It's called represent. Yeah. I don't need that in my feed. I don't care that you equipped a tabard for the first time on some alt character. God damn it, people, get your shit together. Look, it hasn't even been implemented. I'm already angry about it. What's wrong with you people? All right. The second cool thing that I noticed was you can cancel flight paths midway. Yes. So if you realize you took the wrong flight, you're like, damn it, I need to get off at the next stop. You can do that. This is fantastic. I wish this was
logging in and out. This is it.
I wish this was in the game like years ago.
Well, it kind of was. You just had to log out and log in again.
That's ridiculous.
I don't even. It was like that's how I did. If like I goofed up, or someone's like, "Hey, we want to go," particularly back before you had like LFD, where you had to go and find the front of the dungeon. So you're flying all the way up to Strathholm, and they're, oh, we're gonna go do something down in ZG or something. I was like, oh crap! So off you log, back on, and you're on your bike again real quick. And
Faku Pog in the chat room, you are correct. I don't care about your alt's baby step progression. In achievements, I don't.
Yeah, that's it.
Really don't. But yes, so canceling flight paths. No more getting on the wrong one and realize you done fucked up, and then you have to go off and make a sandwich. I really think that canceling flight paths is going to make the World of Warcraft player population thinner. Because you're not going to realize, like, crap, I took a long flight path, it's going to take 10 minutes, I'm going to go up and get some candy. I'm going to go up and get a bag of chips. Like, that's not going to happen anymore. You just hit cancel, and then the next thing you know, you're getting off at the next stop, and then you can go to the real place where you want to go. So I think this is... so that's my theory. I think that players are going to lose weight.
Show of hands, though, how many people actually do take the wrong flight path somewhere, like, often? Like, I mean, because if you're doing this a lot, if this is something that you're going to use a lot, I've got to question your ability to kind of know where you're going in the first place. Because it's very...
At the beginning of an expansion, I do it a lot.
Oh, really?
I'm not going to lie. Like, Gorgon, like, I kept taking... like the wrong flight path. Like I'm trying to get back up to like my outpost, and I'm like, nope, that was not the right place. Now I know it's high pass, and like because the first time through, I race through. I don't like soak in a lot of the lore. I soak in the lore on my alts. So like I'm taking my time on my pally. I'm learning all the names of places and the story and all that. But my first character, I race through. I charge ahead. I don't pay attention too much to the story. I skip over the cinematics. I want to get to end game, and I want to get moving. So,
I cry right now, but yeah.
But yeah, so in the beginning of expansions, especially this one, flying to Gorground, I have taken the wrong flight path a few times. They are also implementing something where you can instantly complete garrison work orders. So it's like a rare item, probably going to be found in like salvage or whatnot. But yeah, if you really want to try and upgrade that follower and you want to complete work orders for your bunker, you will have an opportunity to do that. It won't happen all the time, but I kind of like that. Especially because right now I'm struggling with what to do with my lumber mill because I'm constantly capped out at 10,000 garrison resources and I don't use my lumber mill at all anymore. So I'm like, I don't know what to switch it out for.
Well, the reason why I don't like the lumber mill is because you have to go out and do stuff. With the trading posts, I've just got like excessive resources, so it's like boom, it's there, right? It's just it felt the lumber mill was great to get the tree guy to get Groot, but after that I was like, yeah, I don't have to keep popping out into the world to do
So you're
stuff.
saying trading post is good?
I like the trading post, yeah.
Why?
Because I've got an abundance of everything else, and so I just go and do it.
Why not the barn?
The barn, I still have to go out of my garrison and farm stuff, and I've got some wonderful people in my guild who just like love doing that. I'll be like, bring it on! Like this is the conversation in guild on Friday night on Mumble was I've got like I got like 12 spare bloods if anybody wants them for an upgrade, put towards their upgrade. I'm like. Why are you asking? That would be me. Why would I be farming bloods? Because you guys are awesome. So yeah, I'm that guy who I just don't want to go into the world and farm stuff. I'm gonna sit in my garrison and use my feather to fly on top of my building and look down.
Old man Will sitting in his garrison. Get off my garrison!
Oh, it's so annoying when you're the leader of a party and all of a sudden you see somebody that you shouldn't be running around your garrison, running around your bloody garrison. What the hell are you doing?
Oh yeah, well, when I start raids, like all of a sudden, like I'm sitting in my garrison. Next thing I know, I see like 4 or 5 people like running around my garrison. I'm like, well, hello there.
What the hell?
Oh, I don't mind. It's a party. Like, come on in. Let's go to the inn. Let's get a drink.
I'll be like, if I wanted that, I'd be in Stormwind right now. But now I've got my own little secluded place where I can hear you in my ears. I can see you in green chat and orange chat at this point. Do we need to see you? I'm going to see you in 10 minutes while we're in the raid. I don't need to see you running around my garrison messing up. Here's the other cool thing. They've got collision. I don't know if anyone noticed. They've got collision on your NPCs as you walk around. So if you stand in front of an NPC, they'll do everything to walk around you. Have you noticed that?
I have not noticed that.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. So when you see a pleasure bot walking around, if you stand in front of pleasure bot, he will invariably stop and talk to you, but he will try and make his way around you. So you can stand in front.
I will say this. There is one vendor in my garrison as Alliance. He's a Draenei. He repairs my stuff. He is creepy as fuck. Because when you click on him, he says, come, browse my goods. And I'm just like, you are one creepy motherfucker. I don't want to browse your goods.
Is that the one that you really just don't like in your garrison? Is the creepy?
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't like him. Come, browse my goods.
Browse my goods.
Fuck you. I don't want to browse any of your shit. Just repair my armor and let's move on with our day. Fucking son of a bitch. But yeah, so I mean, so then if you don't like people in your garrisons, then you're really going to hate this next feature, which is you can summon a 10 to 40 player boss in your garrison.
Whoa.
Which means you have to bring people into your garrison to fight these things.
I know. But still, that would be kind of... Now, see, that's okay, though. They're here for a purpose. Then I'd be like, get the heck out of my... I don't know why I censored myself on your show. Like that's the like I don't want to say the F word. Oh wait, no, it's your show.
Fuck it.
Yeah, but I would be like, you come in, let's do it, and let's get on. Off we go.
Yes. See, Adams understands it. He's like, come, look at my junk. Come, look at my junk. It's the same thing as come, browse my goods. It's the exact same thing, and it's creepy. Like, you just, like...
Would you like to see my jewels?
No! Leave your jewels in your pants. You understand me? I want to see your jewels. I want to see your goods. That shit to yourself. Also, there is, like, Chef says there's something about, like, Pepe. I fucking hate that bird. I don't like that bird. I don't ever want him on my head. I want him out of my garrison. So, like, you want people out of your garrison? I want Pepe out. I want him gone. I want to kill him. I want him dead. Dead. Don't need him. Anyway, but summoning the 10 to 40 player bosses in your garrison. So here's the thing. Are they going to keep it lore-centric where you're going to summon only stuff that you may have seen in Burning Crusade or in Warlords? Or can you summon anything like any 40-man boss, like something out of AQ40?
Mm.
Which would seem silly. It seems stupid to do that. Because AQ40 bosses were not on Draenor.
Right.
In the
Are you gonna
past.
see like Magmar raise his head up at the gates, pop his head over the over
Well,
the wall?
yes, because there is a Magmar type boss in Shadow Moon Burial Grounds.
Right.
So you're going to see something like that.
Something like that. But we're not gonna go and see something. Well, you're right. It would be kind of dumb if you could see your AQ bosses in there, or
You know someone's going to complain about it. Like, oh, just let it happen. Like, fuck you. Stop being stupid.
it's the one above that took my interest. The garrison is getting a jukebox.
Yeah, but I think that's just for playing whatever music you like that's already in game instead of the music that they have in the garrison. It's not like it's going to tap into your MP3 player or something.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to pull your MP3 library. You're not going to be listening to AC/DC Shook Me All Night Long.
no.
In your
But you tap
garrison.
into like the Lament of the Highborn if you wanted to be like, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. But actually, I would think it would be a lot cooler if I could listen to some like AC/DC or Foo Fighters in my garrison.
Right.
I would like that. It would probably take people out of their world, but
It would be upsetting too.
But didn't we really do that when we got battle pets that drank Mountain Dew and then fought? Let's just be honest here. You know what I'm talking about. For those of you who've been around long enough, you know what I'm talking about. There were battle pets that you got that you had to have Mountain Dew fuel to fill them up. It was red and blue, and I think I still have them in my my bank. So if that doesn't take you out of the game, I'm just throwing it out there. Like,
Yeah.
I can't believe Pepe has a fucking achievement. This just drives me nuts. That really pisses me off. Alright, and before we get into FOFFs and Pros, because I'm already angry, I want to re-emphasize the contest that we have going on over at the Sundering. It is going to be running year-round. So I added a frequently asked questions because I've gotten some questions regarding it. I'm putting a link in the chat room. It's the sundering.net/contest. It is our photo contest. So each month we're going to give you a list of themes where you take a picture of. All these themes do not have to be in the same picture. They have to be individual pictures. You do not have to be in the pictures. You can be if you want to, and that's perfectly fine. If you don't want us to use any of your pictures on social media, just let us know and we won't do it. But for each picture you send in, you get a point. Each month, person with the highest amount of points will win our monthly prize pack. Each month, your points accrue until at the end of the year. There are some lights going on behind you, Will. It looks like you have a strobe light going on.
It's a party in here, man.
But no, and your points accrue throughout the year, and we're gonna have a huge year-end prize pack, which right now contains 60 days Warcraft game time, a $20 Jinx gift certificate, a Warcraft mount of your choice, Warforged Nightmare excluded, a Warcraft battle pet of your choice, a $20 Battle.net gift card, and a $20 Steam gift card. So that is the current prize pack for the end of the year. Right now, our January prize pack is 1 month of Curse Premium, 1 month of Ask Mr. Robot Premium, a 20% off code for Jinx, and also a Blossoming Ancient Battle Pet. That is our current January prizes. And all you gotta do is take a picture and email it into us.
I would say the Blossoming Ancient is one of my favorite bits.
It changes based on the seasons.
Oh, so cool. Definitely.
So that is real, and I'm also in talks with some folks to get some more prizes throughout the year. So, it's worth it to get involved and get some prizes now, and it's gonna be fun. So what we're gonna do is all the pictures that people don't have a problem with us sharing, we're gonna take them. We're gonna make like a giant video scrapbook of everyone's pictures for the community in 2015 scrapbook type deal. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. It's memories. We're making memories, people.
Yeah.
It should be treasured. So that's a thing. That's the thing that we're doing. You should participate in said thing because you could win prizes. If you like prizes and you like taking pictures with your phones, then
who doesn't like prizes and who doesn't take pictures with their phones?
Exactly. It's really simple. And you can email the pictures directly from your phone to the show. It's the Sundering Podcast at gmail.com.
Boom.
That's it. That's easy. Like, it's literally like one button push. Well, maybe it's two. And then you have to type in the email address. Alright, so it's more than 2 button pushes. But it's pretty easy.
If you got an iPhone, though, you could be like, boom, boom. 1 button push. Siri, email this photo to. Boom. 1 button push.
You could talk to your phone. You could be like that guy talking to the Domino's app, but something actually work. We should create a Sundering app where you say, Sundering, I want to email you a picture, and we'll be like, tits or go home. Right?
Yeah, there you go. Spot on.
Sundering, I'd like to email you a package. If it's not bacon, don't waste our time. Sundering, we would like to RP with you. If you bring up bird RP, I swear to God, I'll reach through the internet and strangle you with your LAN cable. And on that note, that is our contest, and it's going on. So there you go. All right, thoughts.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Saddam Hussein of Iraq.
All right. Let's see. It says your annual reward is a battle pet of choice. You should maybe clarify that to a store purchase pet before someone requests the 2005 BlizzCon Blue Murloc egg. And retails between 5. Okay, so yes,
that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I will make the adjustment on the site. Thank you. Yes, it is Warcraft battle pet from the Blizzard store of your choice. Same with the mount. From the Blizzard store. All right, so FOFFs, Will?
I got 2 FOFFs. My first FOFF is kind of a serious FOFF. On a FOFF to ice. It's up here in Minnesota. It's pretty darn cold, and across a lot of the country, it's been pretty darn cold. With we had that crazy accident on 984. I think it was in Michigan, and all kind of stuff. We're up here in Minneapolis on Thursday. Apart from it's like canceled a whole bunch of school, which is when you work from home, that means kids are home. And I'm like, God dang it. My wife was out. Well, my wife walks from her office to the train. It literally is half a block. That is it. She walks.
Is this the train she was talking to?
This was the train. This is the train she was talking.
It's an inside joke, folks.
Walking to the train, she slipped and fell on the ice 3 times in as many minutes, and got pretty severe concussion. She busted her knee, busted her shoulder, busted her neck, busted her back, and she's in a rough shape. And I mean, she's in a lot of pain, and she's had bruise on her face, and it's just like, oh, it's rough, And concussion is not fun, even at the funnest of times, if that's even possible. Donkey Punch. Anyway, so it wasn't cool. And so my first FOFF is to ice, and the inability for the city to throw down some salt for commuting time. Like, geez, come on. And she wasn't running to the train. I mean, it was literally just walking or even shuffling, I guess. It was just ridiculous. So
every day I'm shuffling.
And the inside joke is that I was texting Ceraphus about what happened. My phone typoed, damn you Siri, talking to she was walking to the train. She typed it to change it to talking to the train. I didn't even notice. Ceraphus writes back and says, so was she talking to the train before or after she had the concussion? Like, we'll play, sir. We'll play.
And like, as I sent that, my wife is like, "He's gonna think you're a dick."
No, I laughed.
And I was just like, "I'm pretty sure Will already knows that I'm a dick." But
a lovable one though. And my second FOFF is a slightly more humorous one, but Friday night we have our drunk raiding night with our guild, and it's always a good fun. Good friends who've been known each other for 10+ years get together just to raid, and it's our first time doing drunk raiding. Friday night raiding on of the new expansion. We actually haven't raided in about a year together, so we're kind of rusty. We jump in to do Kargath, and here's the thing. So you got like a couple of the raiders who've gone through. We've done done heroic mode. Maybe sort of 4 or 5 of the heroic bosses. We've got maybe a couple more of the raiders who've done cleared all of normal, nothing more than that. And we have 5 who actually have freshly dinged within the last week. They've just hit 100 within the last week. So they're kind of undergeared, jumping in. So we're in there. First attempt was just a mess because people just like fell into the pits, despite us pointing out where the pits were. Like, God, facepalm, whatever. You guys, this is great. Keep drinking. It's the hoot. The second one was my fault. I was standing in the fire and I dropped down. I was like, damn it. Like,
one thing you should have learned from the very beginning of WoW is don't stand in the fire.
Right, but here's the thing, right? I mean, I've done enough to know that I can stand in there for a couple of ticks, and I dropped like that. I'm like, the hell's going on? My gear's broken? I don't know. And I'm like, sorry guys, but hey, shaman, res, I'm good to go. Off I'm healing, but it goes wrong. And then one of the hunters was like, hey, what if I can disengage over the pit? And then tries to and just goes straight into the pit. So that was a mess. And whatever. Third time, we get him down, and he's down to 63%. And we're like, what the hell's going on? And one of the raiders goes, guys, should it be on heroic? We're like, okay. So we were that drunk. So we were literally taking in fresh 100s. Half of the raid team just dinged 100 that week, and we went straight into heroic mode. So FOFF to there not being a skull as we walked in, that was incredibly visible. For people who are highly intoxicated, it needs to be a little bit more obvious next time. That's it. It's a dumb story. Once we all hopped out and fixed it, it was a lot better after that. But yeah, it was like, gosh, this is really hard. And that's now a reason why. That's the reason why I can handle a couple of ticks of fire if I'm healing somebody, because I'm a creative. If my raid leader says not to do something, like you have the bosses where you don't move. I will purposely jump around just to kind of mess with my raid leader just a little bit because I'm like, I'm healing.
I'm glad you never transferred.
No, I would never do that in your raid. I do that. Well, because intern Wade and half of the group here know intern Wade. He's our raid leader. So I'm like, if I'm going to mess with someone, I'm going to mess with Wade. So when Wade says don't do something, I'll be like, you can't tell me what to do. You're like half my age. So yeah, but this is not a sensible raiding night. All right, this is drunk raiding. FOFF to alcohol. So that's my FOFF.
All right. Well, props to my wife who has decided that she's pretty much going to keep going out on Tuesday nights with her friends, which leaves open to me, I get my kids to bed, and then I immediately can hop in and do our guild's fun LFR night where we're just like shooting the shit. We do LFR, we do the world boss, we do whatever else we fucking feel like it, and it's great because no one gives a fuck because it's LFR. We're all kind of just like making fun of idiots in LFR. We're doing the world boss, and we're like, what the hell is that guy doing? We're all bitching about how we're just getting gold on our bonus rolls. So, I mean, it's fun, and it's like an aspect of the game that I never really got a chance to do, because with my wife and I, we've worked out a schedule, as most people know, where I raid on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. And I'll play whenever I get a chance to, but like when kids are napping or whatnot, but I don't really get like another night. But lately, I've been getting Tuesday nights, which is great because it's the very beginning of the week. Everyone is just like going around doing stuff, and so yeah. It's been fun. So I've really enjoyed that. So the other thing is, for those of you who don't know, I play a game called Ingress. Ingress is an augmented reality game. That deals with Portal, and it's kind of like Risk. It's like a game of world domination. You have to take over portals all around the world. It's an app on your phone. It's on Android and iOS, so you can get it both. I'm pulling up on my phone, so those of you can see it right now. Well, I have this. What do you mean? This is a locate. Of course. God damn it! I guess it updated. It's asking me to confirm shit now. So fuck Ingress for making me confirm shit. Like, but yeah. So like, there it is. So there I am. I'm like sitting in my house. No portals there. But if I just like scan right over here, you can see there's a whole bunch of green right on the other side of my neighborhood. That is the church area. Those are my fucking portals. I own those motherfucking portals. I make sure that they are captured. They are well charged every fucking day. On my way home from work, I pull in there and I charge them all up. I make sure all the mods are set. Everything. Those are my fucking portals. And there is this Joker. This son of a bitch. And everyone knows they're my portals. No one fucking bothers my fucking portals. But this guy, this motherfucker, named Tiny Packin' 40s. That's his name. Tiny Packin' 40s. He is now my nemesis. He keeps on attacking my fucking portals at like 1:30 in the fucking morning. It's fucking cold outside. Go to bed. What are you doing out at 1:30 in the morning?
Maybe he's a milkman.
No, there's no milkmen here, Will. It's bullshit. You know, go home. What the fuck are you doing? God damn it. My fucking portals. My portals. Look, Ingress is serious business, Will. Have you tried it?
No, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna download it. I don't know if I got enough battery in my phone for a try. I only it died when we were conversing earlier, so I'll try
Ingress
and download it.
is addictive. It takes a little bit. I'll give you some tips later, but
just tips though.
Yeah, but yeah. So like, I'm on the green team. Be on the green team, Will. Don't pick blue. Blue is no. We can't advance as a civilization. Let's keep all the technology hidden away so we never advance. Fuck you. Get your shit together, people. Let's get cybernetic implants and shit. Anyway, so Ingress, yeah, Maslow says Ingress is serious business. It is serious business. They're my fucking portals. Homebrew says props to the guy tapping my portals. No, fuck Tiny Packin' 40s. Fuck you. If I know you, I'm gonna find you one day, Tiny. Coming for you. Alright. On that note, Dan fucking Lanza called in. So I'm gonna play that before we get into the chat room's FOFFs.
Yo, it's Dan Lanza. Danny fucking Lanza calling to leave a FOFF and props because I can't be in the chat because I started a Sunday job hosting game night at Phoenix Landing here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So if you listen to this right now before my FOFF props, come and play games with me. The match is forward till midnight, and we'll play video games, we'll play some henchmen, we'll get it done. But I have a FOFF and props, so here it goes. I want to give props to, I said props, by the way, so I'm going to say props. I want to give props to Ceraphus for being in Project Almanac. I was very surprised to see that he was in that movie, and a lot of props to him. His career is going places. And I also want to FOFF him for getting Project Almanac to follow me, which apparently is also me in the future who started Project Almanac. So there's a whole this time stream continuum thing that's been ruined by Seraphus because I noticed that Seraphus was in the movie Project Almanac, and because I mentioned it, Project Almanac is now following me on Twitter, and now they're ruining my life. So, FOFF and props to Seraphus. FOFF me for not being able to be in the Twitch channel, And I love you all. And that's all I wanted to say. Also, the henchman drawing thing is still going. So remember, all you have to do is send me a funny picture of you doing whatever. I don't care. Picture of you, man. Make it naked. Make it with bacon. Make it with birds. I don't care. Whatever. And you might win, and I'll draw you as a henchman in that picture. I will announce the winner next week for you guys. So there you go. All right. Love you. Okay, bye.
I can't remember the name. I'll have to go back and listen. Homebrewed wants to know where he does the game night. I'll have to go back and check. I know he mentioned it to me briefly when I had a conversation with him. I just don't remember. If I only lived in the New England area, we should ask Dan Lanza, Will, about the squirrels.
He would know.
He would. We should ask him.
You know what? I want a freaking squirrel henchman card. That's what I want. I want a squirrel henchman, regardless. Like, whatever his answer is, I want a squirrel henchman card now.
Yeah.
It's gotta happen.
Alright, so, let's see. Homebrewed says, props to Will for being, Will. So, there you go.
Thank you.
He also says, fall off myself for not having a proper tea infuser. I don't understand what that's all about.
Serious shit right there, though. Serious shit.
Lipton? Can't use Lipton? Really? Oh, I forgot. That's right. You're a Brit. You take your tea very seriously. All right.
Do we need to talk about this this gridiron again?
Alright, he also says, props to U.S. Postal that is going to be processing 25 packaging from me tomorrow. 3 international. Also, FOFF to D20 team for not being on Dalaran. Kidding. Sort of. Got kind of echo that. Dalaran's a pretty fun place to be.
My wife's over there. She's over there now.
Yeah, she's never on, though. She's there, but not there.
She's there, but not there.
Alright, Mazlu said... Wow, Mazlu's got a lot of rage tonight. Let's see, she says, fuck off to Paris, because she makes my life fucking miserable. Like Hilton? Paris Hilton?
Well, Paris is in the French situation.
Yeah, fuck off to the cold. It's so fucking cold that I get leg cramps through the night. It's not good. And fuck off to my loser of a brother who eats all the food I buy myself for breakfast and lunches. Being on an extremely limited diet sucks, and when you eat all the few things I'm allowed, oh yeah, I fucking hate you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and fuck off for having to be an extremely limited diet in the first place. Fuck off to feral druids, not having decent AoE damage to complete the proving grounds so I could do heroic dungeons. So, I don't know if this will help you, Mazlo. Being on a limited diet, I don't know. But when I lived with one of my buddies, he had a habit of eating the food that I would cook. Well, he didn't like spicy foods. So one day, and I do like spicy foods. So one day I decided to replace all the jalapenos I put in my chili with habaneros. So you see where this is going already. Well, he tried a little bit of my chili, and let's just say that he was not a fan anymore. He stopped eating my shit. Coincidentally, I kind of liked it with the habaneros, so I never really went back. But that's not really the point here. The point is, maybe there's a way that you can punish him, but also reward yourself at the same time. There might be a win-win situation here. And I am willing to help you find that, because I feel this is what I do best, is punish other people by secretly making myself giddy.
Mm.
I do that. I do that a fair bit, and I feel good about it.
I would.
Chef Vol'jin says, that's how you train dogs, Ceraphus. Good job. You know what? Sometimes training a friend is the same way.
Yeah.
Mushrooms don't go good in yogurt, though. There's psychedelic mushrooms, they may. Nobody needs to know.
Bit of Tabasco sauce.
Or you could just start changing the expiration dates on all the food.
Oh. That would do it for me. You know what? Like, if milk or if any kind of dairy is within 3 days of expiration, like 3 days early, I'm not touching it. I'm like, that's too close to me. I can't. It drives Tristan crazy. To the point of where I'll be like, I think there's some expired milk in the fridge. I won't touch it, right? And she'll be like, no, it's another, a couple of days left. I'll be like, I'm pretty sure it's expired, and I don't touch it at that point. Like I don't. All the cereal bets are off at that point. That's it. Like if I get fresh milk, I will eat cereal. 2 days. That's it. After 2 days, that milk is everybody else's.
I will take the milk sometimes. Like it'll be like at the day of expiration or past, and I'll smell. I'm like, it still smells good, and I'll just like. I go to my wife, I'm like, hey, smell this. She's like, no, get the fuck away from me with that shit. She's like, just throw it away. I'm like, but I think it might still be good. I just need a second opinion.
No, that's messed up. That's messed up, man. You don't mess with dairy. Why would you mess with dairy?
I'm not messing with dairy. I'm just saying that, it could be okay.
This is you. I mean, like the moment that clock ticks around, it's already got that's why 2 or 3 days beforehand, it's kind of dodgy. They're putting that date out there because they think it's going to be okay, but it isn't. It's not an exact science.
Now, I will say this: I do really hate the smell of expired milk.
I can't stand the smell of milk that's more than 2 days old.
My stomach turns when I smell expired milk. And what sometimes my wife will do, and I love her to death, is she'll take a bottle that we gave her son and she'll just throw it in the sink. And it'll get buried in the sink and we may not touch it for a couple days. And then I wind up doing the dishes and I open the bottle and there's cheese curds in there. And it just...
Oh, no.
It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I go through deep cleaning on those things then. It's ridiculous. Anyway... But no, I'll smell milk. It's a day or two old, and I'm like, it still smells good. I just want a second opinion on this.
If you have to ask for a second opinion, there is a problem.
No, well, it smells good. It's just the date that kind of scares me, but it's just but it smells good. It smells all right to me.
Oh man, I'm not feeling so good now. See, now I can demonstrate in about 30 seconds. I can demonstrate what Zia has experienced.
You can boot.
A boot.
You could have a rough night like her.
I'll be booting.
You have a rough night. She has a rough night. Everyone has a rough night. All right. And Adam says props to all the friendly retail workers who actually responded to kindness instead of being robots while I was out yesterday buying new clothes. They made my shopping better, and I think their day was better after our interactions.
Yeah.
Why were you buying new clothes? I'm kind of curious now.
Oh, I have a reason for it.
I
want to get new clothes.
Well, it's fine. I was just kind of curious. A special occasion, you got a new job. There could be a lot of different things. I'm just kind of curious.
January.
January. He also says, fuck off to my idiotic coworkers who don't read the informative messages sent to them and then email mundane questions that are explicitly addressed in the messages they did not read. So here's one thing that I started doing. I started creating memes on Meme Generator and putting them up on my door and around my office. So that way when people start asking me stupid questions, I point to the meme in general. Some people will send me an email, immediately come to my office and say, hey, did you see the email I just sent you? And I was just I forgot what meme I have, but it goes something like, motherfucker, I'm busy.
You got a laser pointer? Do you point it with a laser pointer to it?
I used to have a lightsaber laser pointer. I still have it. It's just the batteries are dead, so I need to get new batteries.
Yeah, that's the best way to point to it.
It requires those little itty bitty little hockey puck.
Yeah.
Batteries, so I'm always just fuck. It's always a pain in the ass to get this. I don't know why. It really isn't, but it just always feels like
it feels like it. It's like you don't see those in abundance. You go to Target, you see your double A's or your triple A's. You don't see a whole bunch of those, and then there are so many of them. There's there are so many different sizes. You don't.
Yeah. There's 2032 or 2031A, and then there's AV217. It's
yeah, it's too much. Guarantee you'd have to buy them all, and they're not cheap. So you'd have to spend $100 to probably get the one battery you want, and then the others are away.
So fuck off to the people who keep on designing shit that use the weird battery sizes. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Jeez.
All right. I think that is it for the FOFFs. So I have just a tip for everyone. I got a tip for everyone. So let's.
Tell me everything.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Just a tip. Just for a second. Just to see how it feels.
Alright. So this is going to be old news to a lot of people. A lot of people. But, if you love your garrison, do yourself a favor and get the Master Plan add-on. I literally just got this thing and it is amazing. It tells me what followers I should send on missions. It like streamlines the upgrade process. It tells me like what I'm missing. It's really good stuff. It streamlines the interface. It's really nice. I highly recommend getting the Master Plan add-on. And I think like Adam's he has it, but it's a really good add. What, Will? What?
Fucking everybody, every show. I'm not kidding you. Every show or every conversation I've been on this week, or been speaking to people about Warcraft this week. This add-on,
it's really good.
It keeps coming up, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I have to do it before Tuesday because like we've got demo shout, and I promised. Stuff made me promise that I would basically have it and try it out before Tuesday. And I'm like, I still haven't done it.
Hold on, Broomfunnel says Garrison Mission Manager. What? Wait, why? Why? What's Mission Manager? I don't know what this is. I feel very excited now. Like, I got rid of a ton of add-ons going into this expansion. I just streamlined everything. And now I feel like I'm adding all the things. Homebrew says Mission Manager is a little buggy. That could mean anything. What is Garrison Mission Manager? We're going to pull this up. We're going to pull it up. We're going to read the description. The add-on will assist you with selecting the best team for Garrison missions. Okay, so Master Plan already does that. It has 3 buttons to mission page with top 3 suggestions. All right. Master Plan already does that. I don't know what this does.
They work well together, Atom says.
I guess.
You're only having half the experience, Will says.
You don't even know. You haven't even used the other one. You can't tell me what to do. You can't get involved in my tip. You get none of the tip.
I want a little bit.
You get none of it. Ridiculous. All right. So that's my tip. All right. We got at least one random question. If anyone in the chat room has any other questions, we will hop into those too.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
What's your favorite scary movie?
Random questions, emails, phone calls, and stalkers.
Here's Johnny! What the fuck was that shit?
Alright, so Skypad Mini wanted to know what's better, Twin Blades of Azeroth or Frostmourne? So my default answer is Frostmourne because I love Death Knights. So that's my choice.
And also, they're like 10 levels higher. Really. Like, Lich King was 80, 70.
It's true.
But
but Twin Blades of Azeroth were items you could actually equip. Frostmourne you can't. Frostmourne is not an item that you get.
So it's gotta be Twin Blades then, I guess. But it's all about like what you play, because like on a mage, they're both kind of useless. Even if you could pick up the Frostmourne, they're both kind of useless. So,
I like Frostmourne.
Frostmourne looks cool. As a weapon, I love like the runes on there. It just looks good. And there's something about the in-game cinematic where he points the intro to Wrath, when he points that sword and all the souls come down like snowflakes, and then it's just like, that's so sexy. You don't have that with the Twin Blades. He's just like flink, pulls them out. You're not prepared, and you're done. Like, it's wham bam. Whereas Frostmourne takes a little time. Takes you out to dinner, a little bit of romance, and you feel it.
Mazu says she has a Frostmourne keychain, and I want that.
Ooh.
I want a Frostmourne keychain. I don't have that, and I want it. Mazu says, how much do you love me? Well, Mazu, let's just say that if you played for the other team, not the team that you're currently playing for, but let's just say BlizzCon would have been a whole other experience. And for everyone who is downloading this and not watching the video, Will was just making a heart out of his hands, throwing up gang signs.
That's what I do, yo.
Mazu, I really think you need to picture. You got to picture Night at the Roxbury. Like you're the girl at the bar, and I'm one of the dudes. They're like, let's dance, and it's just banging. Will, it's no one we're talking because he's never seen that Saturday Night Live skit. Never.
Nope.
You're a horrible person.
I'll be googling it. I will be googling it.
Let's see. Broomfondle says, "Is Zia so fancy that she currently has other people to throw up for her because she is sick?" I don't feel that she has gotten to the point where she has enough money to perform the fast surgery that requires her stomach to be pumped and then pumped into somebody else for them to then throw it up.
Well, she probably does have somebody who's holding her hair back and somebody who's doing her nails.
That's her cats. Her cats.
Oh, her cats.
Her cats are doing that right now. I do imagine she has an army of cat people that she keeps hidden in her house that she doesn't want the world to see that do things for her. And secretly, they plot her death when she's not thinking about them.
That's what cats do, though.
Exactly.
That's what they do.
Shuffle just said, "Will we see Zia's booty pictures?" You didn't already? I'm sorry that you did not get to see those. Adam says, "Why are Tauren the master race of Azeroth? No objections, only reasons."
Do you have a cricket sound on your soundboard there?
I don't, but hold on, I got this.
What the fuck are you doing?
How about that?
Oh, all right.
Or I got this one.
There are white folks, and then there are ignorant motherfuckers like you.
So let's be honest. Taurens seem to be vegans. They seem to be. So they don't eat bacon, which is upsetting. They could, but then that's kind of weird because they're really cows.
Mm.
So I'm not really giving an objection. I'm just trying to think of a reason, and I'm really only thinking of objections. So I'm just kind of thinking out loud here of all the reasons why they're not very good. I mean, they're cows, but yet they're living in the tops of trees. How is that working out for them? Why are they tree-dwelling cows? Tauren eat chicken.
Trolls be the master race, Maz says. And I would agree for a reason of that. Every expansion we always have a troll raid. They just keep turning up. Clearly, they know how to dominate.
Well, I mean, I actually, as much as like I love the Alliance, I mean, trolls kind of were there. The Night Elves kind of formed out of trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Tauren were just cows. So Tauren evolved from the Elwyn Forest cows.
Yeah. Bessie. Elune, bless her.
I mean, we can't even say that they evolved from like, what was it? The donkey from Westfall, Old Blanky. Remember him?
No, that was a horse.
Was it a horse? I thought it was a donkey.
It looks a little big to be. Donkeys a little bit smaller, aren't they?
Maybe.
But I know who you mean. Yeah, I know who you mean. Right. Donkey, horse, tomato, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Toasty Posty Can says, but they keep dying. Will, this is true. They keep dying, but they keep coming. It's like they have the theme song to Chumbawamba playing. You know, it's that get knocked down, but I get back up again. You know, those trolls. They're always getting back up. That's me.
You went like.
I did.
You went
deep
old
cut.
School. Wow.
Yeah. Probably last like
that
half
was
the listeners.
90. That was 97. 97. Will.
Showing my age.
That was like, what, 17 years ago? No.
Oh, gee, yeah.
Was it?
Yes. Yeah.
The fuck are you doing?
Showing my age, man.
Wow, you went 17 years in the past for a song reference.
I dug deep, but hey, it applied. The sad thing is, that's my era of music, though. I mean, like,
Adam says the Tauren are the oldest race that we know of from the civilized ones. I thought trolls were. I thought trolls were like the first race.
Or the first with opposable thumbs, maybe.
I mean, Taurens still have hooves. They only have 3 fingers.
Was it 2? Isn't it 2 fingers and a thumb?
Yeah, it's 2 fingers and a thumb.
They still got the thumb, but Tauren don't have thumbs.
Imagine if a Tauren fisted another Tauren. Like, it just seems like that would be weird. I mean, it's not even really a fisting. It's more of like a hooving. Come on, baby. Come on over. I need you to hoof me tonight.
While we're on that subject,
is that really civilized? Is that civilized?
No, it kind of is. The subject came up on Drunk Raid Night the other night regarding quicksand porn, of which we lost, I'm not kidding you, half the raid. This was another death that we had.
Quicksand porn?
Yeah, and everybody went to Google it, and it is actually a thing. It's like,
what,
I'm not suggesting
fucking while in quicksand?
It's just the fact that there is people like in quicksand. It's just, the mind boggles. The fact is that it's a thing, and I'm like,
it's on the internet. What's that rule?
Exactly. 39.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hooving. Adam, sorry. There's a hashtag hooving.
We should have that trending tomorrow. We've got to get that trending.
These are the things that we come up with on the show. Hooving. So those were our questions. We had, sadly, no reviews to read on the show this week, but we would love to hear some from you. So that will take us into haikus. Rule 34, Master.
Rule 34, yeah.
Big titties and ass. She wants to be inside you. Haikus from Zia.
Alright, so if you are in the chat room and you have a haiku, please put it in the chat room, we'll read it. I'm trying to come up with one. I'm having difficulty on the final line. I'm not gonna lie. And let's see. We're gonna okay, I got one. All right, here we go. Here's my haiku. Will saved our bacon. Hooving is now a real thing. Mushrooms and yogurt.
I like it. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
So there you go. There's my haiku. So Will, I don't know if you have one. Are you poetic?
I'm throwing it together. I'm almost there now.
Oh, you're almost there. You're almost there. Just keep it going. Keep it going. Just a little bit longer.
Keep it going.
Just keep going. Almost there. Almost there. Keep it going. Oh, that's it. That's it. I got some bacon bandages to clean up the mess. Bacon bandages. Look, there's a free prize inside. Which, by the way, for those of you who weren't here, the free prize in my bacon bandages, which relates to our earlier conversation, is a squirrel tattoo. I shit you not. Look, there is a squirrel tattoo in my bacon bandages. That's a real thing. That's happening. That's the thing.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
I've gone to dark places. Just gonna let you on.
Okay. If yours doesn't have squirrels in it, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh shit! Shit! Hold on. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I got it right. I forgot the squirrels.
All right. So Adams has. He's like, I miss my Tauren, but Worgen are quite cool. Long live the resto. By the way, Adams is a fantastic resto druid in Phalanx of Nod. Mazu says there's no Ranty Ray. Zia has servant kitties. Thank God we have Will.
Okay.
All right, what do you got?
Quicksand porn, it's real. Just the tip, Mr. Squirrel. Infuse my tea.
Have 5 100. That's a lot of garrisons. Okay, so I'm waiting for Finless to give me the last line. If he doesn't, I'm just gonna go with jizzies and titties because
that's always
it's the old standby. I think he's struggling. with the last line. 575 queef, motherfuckers. He's got nothing. All right, so Will, where can people find you while we're waiting for Finless?
They can find me at D20Crit on the Twitters. If you are a PS person, PS4, PS Vita, whatever, you can find me over at Drista. Why not? I'm just going to pimp that out because we talked about it on the show. Like, screw it. I want more friends. Because I accept friend requests after about 3 months. Yeah, you can. That's cool. You can find me there.
All right, so I got to read it for everybody. So Ray's, you can find Ray on Twitter at Rayfist. He doesn't do Bird RP anymore, so there's no reason to follow that Twitter account anymore. Zia, it's ITSXIA. Sarah, Jesus Christ. Myself, you can find me on Twitter at Ceraphus. Xbox Live, Amish Mafia, space between the two. PlayStation Network is Ceraphus Prime, and I'm also on Steam, Ceraphus. The show, you can find us on thesundering.net, our Twitter at thesundering, facebook.com/thesundering, youtube.com/thesundering podcast is where all of our video shows are posted. Our phone number 323-SUNDER0, our email thesundringpodcast@gmail.com, where you can also send pictures for our contest. Also, we are part of Catalyst Gaming Media. Go check that out. And all the other great folks involved. Our intro is courtesy of Boxing Fox, boxingfox.de, German ska bands, and all that stuff. So before I get to the quick outro, we have a few more field. Finless got his thing ready, so he's like, have 5 100s. That's a lot of garrisons. Fuck, it is crazy. Let's see. Let's see. What do we got? Bimini says, Torn, make bacon. Internet rules apply here. Female Vol'jin porn. Alright. I think I got them all. Alright. So, thanks to everyone who submitted a FOFF questions for the show tonight. We appreciate it. Thank you, Will, for coming and allowing us to have a show tonight. We appreciate it. Always fun. Next time, we podcast from a squirrel convention in New England. Take it easy, everyone.
Shit, I could have made a fucking better episode.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.